What's going on, everyone? Honda Fit for Adventure here, and today we're going to be removing the front bumper off a 2015 Honda Fit LX. We're going to be doing this today because later in the fall I plan on modifying my front bumper to incorporate a winch in the lower grille area, so that means goodbye to the lower light bar. I already know there's a couple videos online of how to remove the front bumper on a Honda Fit, but hopefully between my video and the other videos available on YouTube, you can gain a better understanding of how to take apart and reassemble your Honda Fit. Let's get started. With the wheel well off, you're going to take off these two Phillips screws. You can take them out with the wheel on, but it's a little difficult to put them back in with the wheel still on. Plus, it's easier to maneuver the pieces around and get the screw to line up when you're putting it back together with the wheel off. Next, we're going to remove about 6 clips. I've already removed these and replaced these with other clips, so they may look a little different than your standard Honda clips. It's probably a good idea to buy a box of replacement retainer clips, because most likely you're going to break a few, especially if your car is older. We got one more under the shroud. Now your upper portion is loose, but I believe there's a clip here and a clip here. So pull back slowly. There you go. Be quiet, make sure you can hear it. Now the top end is loose. I've been in 2 fender benders, not my fault, so you can see some of these tabs are broken already. Maybe another day I'll get those JDM mounts. Now the upper portion is fully loose. Now let's go down underneath the car and detach the splash guard from the front bumper. Starting from the driver's side, we're going to have a Phillips screw. This one I've replaced, so it may look different than the one you have. After the screw, we're going to have a plastic tab. And now we're going to remove 3 retainer clips from the center. If you're wondering about these holes here, they were to attach a neon light strip that I had underneath at one point in time. And on end, our last retainer clip, and you can see I'm missing a screw on the passenger side. There's also a retainer clip on the very far corner. This one is missing. Let's get the driver's side. Now that the lower part of the bumper is detached, we should be able to remove it. If you do have fog lights, you want to make sure you disconnect those as you pull off the front bumper. I did have a light bar in the front grille. I removed it before making this video, but you'll probably see the wiring harness tucked in the front bumper. Like I said, here's the wiring harness for my light bar, and this is a PA speaker to my CB radio. That wasn't too bad. Alright, now we're going to be reinstalling the front bumper. We're going to start by putting the front bumper onto the front of the Honda Fit, lining up the top 3 tabs with the upper grille, then lightly pushing in the fender tabs, and then I'll worry about putting in all the retainers at the bottom last. Let's line up the holes on top. At the same time, watch the corners. Make sure the tabs slide over the fenders. Should stay in place. If not, put a screwdriver there so the bumper doesn't fall down. We still need to put the shroud on before you put a tab in there. Make sure these tabs are pushed into place before we push in the retainer clips on the front bumper. The splash guard are in place. See, I got one broke there. When I modify my front bumper, I'll put those bumper washers in. For right now, this is still good. There we go. What I did there is the air duct vent was underneath the upper grille. I just pulled it over the top. Before we put the shroud on, don't forget the one on the bottom here. Now that the upper portion of the front bumper has been attached, let's go underneath and fasten the retainer clips. Let's start putting in the retainer clips and working our way from the passenger side to the driver's side. There's one here on the corner, but my fender liner is kind of broken. Doesn't secure much there, but we're gonna get all the clips in. Oops, I missed one in the middle. There we go. Don't forget we got 2 screws to put in. Let's get those 2, and then I'll line it up with the bracket. There we go. Let's get the passenger side. As soon as I locate the other bolt, there we go. That one lines up perfect to the metal. Perfect. Now that the front bumper has been mostly connected, let's finish it off by going into the wheel well and connecting the wheel well liner to the front bumper. Screw that connects the fender to the liner, and this screw connects the fender to the front bumper. I'll show you a better view on the other side. This is why I recommend removing the tire to do this, because if you need to maneuver the plastic around to line up the threads with the screw, it's a lot easier without the tire in the way. Headlight, bumper, fender, and it's that one right there on the top. Let's get the wheels on and call it a day. And that's how you remove and install a front bumper on a 2015 Honda Fit. Stay tuned this fall when we'll be modifying the front bumper to include a winch in the lower grille area. Have a good one.